Welcome everybody to Forgotten Fates, a Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 edition. Also, apparently it's showing just my forehead on camera. I'll fix that. Welcome to the Talking Forehead Show.
I'm your half host.
Our usual talking forehead is not available.
She's busy. Anyway, um, what happened last session, guys? We lost a hobgoblin down a hole or something?
Oh, you want to go with the immediate? Last session, I think we saved Ardo from being murdered,
That's every session, isn't it?
and Darren and I saved him. We met Scott's character, the Hobgoblin, who was it Vakaut? I can't remember
Yes,
his name.
Vakaut.
What else did we do?
Did we? Didn't we just abandon that baby somewhere that we were supposed to be taking care of?
No,
Yeah.
taken care
Someone,
of at the orphanage.
I'm pretty sure someone asked us to take some baby somewhere, and we're like, nope. Ain't got time for that.
We might have all blocked this out, but we were cornered by a smart, gamey, very maximized two-headed troll.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And then the day after, we turned around and got chased by a tornado.
Yeah.
We also,
that
we also
that
downed
troll.
him and gained a dagger that has 2 wishes.
Right.
Which Ardo gave me one of his wishes.
And I definitely blocked that out of my mind.
And then when we went back to the bar, there was a family in distress. That something about sand gnomes.
That's Darren's character kept telling us it was sand gnomes. It was gnolls or gnolls.
No,
or however
it's-
you want to say it.
It clearly be the sand gnomes.
We went to sleep in one of the nights, and then the next morning we had that tornado or whatever,
Oh, that's before that. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
and then we ran into the cave because the tornado.
That's where the big guy came in.
And Dermot saved us by leading us to safety into the knoll cave.
Did
Right?
Gnolls know
You
how to
didn't
keep
know.
themselves safe from this kind of thing?
And then somebody ran off without the rogue and sprung a trap.
Yep. And then we found
and
out.
we were beset upon by many a gnoll.
That was at a different
Hey.
cave, though.
Hey,
Wait a
what do you
minute.
call
No,
No, that's the
Flock
same
of
cave.
that's the same
gnolls?
cave. That's right.
The princess is in a different cave, though, right?
How did we encounter the giant again? Was
The
that
giant was in the first cave.
okay?
And then we found out that our marksman sucks, and the samurai is great at throwing a sword by a rope.
And
There's a
somehow
lot-
Gnolls
Right.
with 10 intelligence are capable of advanced archery,
Tactics. Yes.
basically
Yes.
cheerleader pyramid tactics.
Yeah, like they were trained by the.
Andara and her horse Sprinkles fell in battle.
Yes,
Yeah.
we had to do
We're
surgery.
surrounded
Oh,
by
that's right.
Gnolls, and the horse takes a shot, and the cleric leaves us to save the horse.
The cleric went down, and I saved the cleric.
No, yeah, I know the cleric was
You
was
dropped-
gone during
yeah.
battle. I didn't run away. I was tanking gnolls and they killed me.
You had your ear chopped off.
Yeah.
You didn't take it, Noel. You tanked it with your face.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, I stopped
That's
the
what I
axe
mean.
with my face.
Yeah, that's right.
I was distracted by my poor horse Sprinkles dying. So
And the funny thing is he had to roll a crit to hit him.
yeah, my AC is high enough that the only way they would have been able to hit me was a crit, and right away that's the first thing he rolls is a crit.
And you're done.
You can't hit me, you have to crit. Crit. Son of a
Chaos.
bitch.
You would have been very dead too if not for that lucky card pull and chopped your ear off instead.
Yeah, and we're gonna finagle that a little bit, right, Sragg? With the whole not losing charisma, but instead listen checks. Since the ear's put back on.
Since the ear's put back on, I think that's only fair. But since he didn't get it right back into position, it's going to be a little.
It
tough.
looks
For-
okay,
for
but it
future-
doesn't actually function.
Say for future reference, was it the left ear or the right ear?
Yeah, that's a
believe it
good.
was
That's
his
a good
right
thing to know.
ear.
The right ear.
I'm
Okay.
gonna write that down because I'm gonna talk crap about you on your right ear and talk nice on your left.
Fair enough. No more heals for the hobgoblin.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that soon.
The whole goblin, you mean?
What's that?
The whole goblin, you mean?
Yeah, the whole goblin. Yeah.
Just
Okay.
kick dirt over him. It's over already. It's good.
So that's where
I'm
we
already
are.
buried.
So, let's see. Let me pull this back up.
Yeah, I think when we left off, I was stabilizing my horse.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Sprinkles.
Vakaut took out more gnolls than the entire party, and he was stuck in a hole with a rope.
With a rope.
Oh, and
He was spear
my
fishing for
gnome.
gnolls.
Hey, just call me MacGyver.
It's like shooting gnolls
With a
from a
rope.
barrel.
From
a barrel.
From in a barrel.
I had how many hit points left on him? Okay, good. Yeah, the gnome took some nasty shots from the gnome archers.
No archers.
And I remember how to play him now, so he'll actually hurt them back next time. I forgot something pretty important about it. I was like, why doesn't this guy do more damage? Why does
Why
he
does
suck
this guy
so bad?
suck so
Something's
bad?
wrong.
You broke.
Maybe
your
it's a
own
good thing and then
NPC.
they kill him. It's a mercy killing. All right, so let's open back up with the cleric leaning over the horse, and you were right next to the cleric, I believe. Kel.
Yep.
Let's get that whole death scene resolved before we move further in.
Didn't he just save the horse?
Yeah, I thought we had revived it.
He rode
Yeah,
the
we had established that you had saved the horse at the end of the last game,
Yeah.
but this is a new game. So,
The final goblin he rises and stabs the horse. Runs and stabs the horse.
The bear just loses it. And
Or not
goes
goblin,
after
whatever they are. No,
Straight arrow
Noel gets up.
comes from down the cavern hallway.
It's been ricocheting this whole time. It just finally makes its way into the horse's heart.
it. It was the magic arrow.
now, you remember you had stabilized it and you did heal the horse, but you had forgotten to remove the axe from its skull. Remember that?
All right, whatever. Yeah.
No, I remember that part.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We can.
So your horse is
want.
is healed up with an axe just sticking out of the side of its head right now.
Can I ask it a question?
How do you want to deal with this issue?
This is an axle. This is just an extra axle.
An axle? Yeah. He's gonna be.
He's
probably
a
scratching his
unicorn
axle.
now.
Unicorn. I'll sharpen the end of the axe handle. Oh my. I don't know. I'd imagine in my mind I would have pulled it out, but that's okay. If we're just gonna do it like that, then I don't know. I guess I'll try and pull it out. And
Whoa, whoa.
Cool.
I'm gonna be distraught about. Hey, you guys remember I'm a female character, so don't worry about it.
Well,
Yeah, don't worry about
in
pulling out.
appearance.
So you get the heal off on the horse. The horse comes to, looks at you, one eye straight forward, the other one hanging down to the side, axe stuck in its head. Very happy to be saved. And you're going to what now?
Well, I have no choice. I mean, really, I'm gonna
It's
pull out the
functional.
axe.
You mean
This
what's
is a fully functional horse.
the horse?
I'm gonna be pretty distraught about it, but
All right. Roll 30-65 damage.
You're friggin' keeping this axe. This axe is amazing.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just found the sharpest axe ever.
it didn't take long for Sragg to get into full troll mode, did it? It's like went from 0 to 60. And
0 to
Roll-
100%
Roll a d4 removing the axe.
Roll a
Roll a heal check and we'll determine what you're going to roll. How's that?
Sure, fine.
Whatever, I'll do it anyway.
Whatever.
How's them apples?
You just tell me what you want me to roll.
I will. Where's your roll? I want
Roll
to see that
D.
heal check.
D what?
Heal check. D20
Okay.
plus your heal skill.
Okay, my
Let's see it.
Okay, I'm getting my sheet here. What the fuck does that say?
Inspire
Okay.
some confidence in him.
You should do that. He might need the help right
I'm
now.
gonna do that.
7. I got a +7 to my heal checks. That's good.
Now you have a +9 because the bard's inspiring competence in you.
Is he? He's playing a happy horse song. D20 plus
Alright.
9.
He's singing a horse with no name.
Yep. Woo! Roll 1d2.
This is not as funny as you think it is because the horse only has 2 hit points.
What did you say? Have to say that?
You pull the axe out. It hurts the horse, but with your expert skill, no more damage is caused.
Poor Sprinkles. I'm gonna hug the horse, like pet it
It is bleeding
while
a bit.
while I'm crying and.
I guess I'm still playing, eh? Yeah, still playing.
Yeah. So, Sprinkles is safe. Somewhat.
Now he's gonna have to be dubbed Blood Sprinkles or Bone
Yeah.
Sprinkles.
So back on the other side, we have a dwarf, I think it's a halfling. I'm not really sure. There's a gnome, and then there's this guy in a pit.
I thought he
That's
got out
what
of the
it is.
pit.
No, I'm still.
No,
down.
He's still in the
He's
pit.
still down in the pit. So let's start off with our dwarf friend over there, and we'll move on to the halfling, and then we'll get to the guy at the bottom of the food chain.
All right. Well, it'll be a little quicker than that. Hey, Vakaut,
Yes,
are you coming out of the hole today?
I am. But hold on, and I start throwing all of the gear
Hold
from.
on.
I start throwing all the gear from the knolls up on top.
So we're
It's gonna
just
take him a little
dodging.
while.
We're just dodging like these random like bows flying past our
Bloody
heads.
bows. And...
Yeah.
Some still with like a knoll hand grasped around them.
So yeah, it's gonna probably take you, I'd say, a good 5 minutes or so getting all the gear off those bodies.
Okay, before I do that, I am going to. Is there one salvageable bow in there by chance?
Most of them were broken during the fall. You should probably roll me a d20 to see if you found one. Dice check of 18.
How about
Reminds
you?
me of when I had to make that crossbow out of the ballista.
How about you throw me the rope?
Nope.
You did not find one salvageable.
The
Sorry.
rope's tied to the cart, Darren.
Is it tied to the cart? I thought we didn't have enough distance.
We
No,
have
you tied two ropes together
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
tied it to the cart.
Oh, okay.
I had a rope.
Which would have been really funny if they had grabbed that rope and started pulling the cart into the hole on top of the hobgoblin. That would have been cool. That would have been a classic character death. I would have probably put up a little board here, stamp.
Approval. Yeah, approved.
The card would fit in there.
A black and white picture of his character's drawn face.
Yeah, just looking up at a cart, shadow coming down. Okay.
I'll head back
Okay.
to the bear and just see what the other two are up to.
All right.
Actually, I'll probably take a defensive posture. I'll just move my tune right here. And what's our buddy that are with? Our halfling or our gnome?
The gnome is in bad shape. He's got several arrows stuck in him. He hadn't really said much.
Before you die, how about you just let us know if anybody's coming from this tunnel?
He says, okay, but you notice when he says it, he coughs up some blood.
Oh, that's right, the NPC guy.
Yep.
Does he have a token on our board?
Yep.
Which one is he? The Gemini guy, right?
Yep.
Yep. He's in pretty bad shape.
As I
But he
walk
seems to be a
past
tough old gnome.
Andara, I'll say, our friend the gnome needs a bit of help.
Shit. You know, I don't even remember if I have any
he's-
spells left outside
He's
of
been
character.
aerated.
I got him. I got him. Once I get out of the hole.
Really need to get that sword out of my sheet.
You leveled, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we level, do we get all our hit points back?
No.
Yeah, all of a sudden, we'll explode rainbows out of the tops of our heads.
No, but
Doesn't happen like that.
he might go up
Well, health
spells
and
per
everything.
day.
Yeah,
you?
but you'd probably have to rest first.
Mr. Halfling,
Yeah.
you haven't done anything yet. What do you got planned?
Okay.
Standing over by the gnome, just
I
staring
see
at his
that
gem eyes still.
I see that he's injured, and I remember I have that bandoiler full of potions, and they're health
What?
No, you
potions.
don't.
Yeah, I do.
I
You gave it
clearly
back.
remember him having
No, I
that.
didn't. Have
You
it.
got 2 potions back as a reward, but you gave back the 5.
No, it looks like he gave back the 5.
Give it back to who? What are you talking
You
about?
returned that thing to Lars, remember?
No.
So that you
That
found it.
that doesn't sound like
No,
something
I
Ardo would
returned
do
the
at all.
sword. I returned the sword.
Oh no, you did something with that. You gave it back to Lars for some reason. Oh, you were trying to sell it, and he showed you what it said on it.
Oh, did it?
Property of
What's
Ardo.
this worth?
Yeah, and I kept it. So I kept it.
No, you didn't.
Well, I still have 2 potions. I
Yes,
gave
you
him
do.
one.
Yep, he didn't let you leave empty-handed.
Well, I give him one.
It's a battle of wits, and they're both unarmed.
I'm still trying to find where the bridge is at.
Bridge.
While you're in the pit,
Yes.
Bridge.
looking around for a bridge.
That's why it's a pit.
I should have taken the bridge.
I know I should have taken that right at the
Oh,
pit,
there's a
at the left.
bridge.
Anyway,
The gnome drinks the potion, thanking you so much for your assistance. 1d8 plus 5. And is doing a lot better with those arrows sealed up inside of him. Of course, he doesn't know the first thing about healing, so yeah. Ardo, you see, now that the fighting's over, up near the wall, seems like a small lever.
Don't touch it. Let me get out first.
okay, I see a small lever.
It says treasure here.
Treasure here.
I wish I
With an arrow pointing at the lever. Yeah.
I'm good.
I think
Oh,
I think if it said that, the treasure would be spelled funny with backwards E's and stuff.
Yeah, that's when I really call bullshit the fact that the gnolls can also spell and lay out these complex traps. Like, really? Can we trade the gnome for a gnoll?
I sense the motive of the trap.
Yeah, you do. You sense that it is definitely malicious.
It's
And that it might want to be doing something at this very moment. Oh dear.
You see him having an internal battle, struggling not to reach the lever, but he wants to pull the lever.
it's so beautiful.
Oh. Oh, the treasure.
I tell everybody, don't touch that lever.
Good to know. What lever?
It's mine.
It's got treasure.
With that said, what do I need for a difficulty level to get out of this pit?
You've thrown most of the stuff out, right?
Yes.
It's getting a little harder. You're going to have to make a jump check, DC 16.
Didn't he
Pile
have
the
like
bodies
10
of
feet of
them.
bodies to go?
Yeah. I would just pile the bodies up and climb them.
Well, he's been sorting through them. They're not really a pile anymore.
Well, I start piling the bodies back up.
How big is this?
That's going to take another 5 to 10 minutes.
It was 20. It was 20 feet or something.
Okay, you get the bodies stacked up. DC drops down now to a DC 14 jump check.
Well, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, trying to jump on off of a pile of
Whoa,
bodies
it
probably wouldn't be
takes
very
30
easy.
damage.
Nope.
All right, you climb, you jump, you slip in some entrails and fall on your back. Not hard enough to really hurt you, but knock the wind out of you. As you turn a bit to your side, you see that rope hanging down out of the pit.
Well played, sure. I call up with
I tip my hat to you, sir.
Forgot about the rope.
I call up with bruised ego. Can anyone give me a hand and hold the rope?
It's tied to the
You
cart.
can say you hear it's tied to the wagon.
And why don't we scream a little louder? I don't think the rest of the dungeon heard us.
I climb out using the rope.
So you grab the rope and pull. You start hearing creaking wagon wheels. No, you're climbing out fine. That would have been too much fun.
If that happened, I would have put like rocks behind the wheels.
Wait a minute. The donkey and the horse would be going with it. I think they'd be able to counter that.
How much do you bloody
The
weigh?
donkey would.
Yeah,
It's time for a
donkey,
diet
power
Vakaut.
donkey.
That and the bear sitting in the back. No.
That donkey can't be pushed by a tornado.
Yeah, that's true, right?
So from there, I gather all the useless stuff and I put it in the cart.
All right, you see him, Miss Cleric,
Ardo.
Antarctica, whatever your name is. He's Andara.
Azalea.
There we go.
We call her
Got it.
Iggy.
He just said he put all the useless stuff in the cart, so
He
goes and
is
grabs
grabbing
Percival.
all kinds of trash and throwing it in the back of your wonderful refugee cart.
And I'm going behind him and picking up all the stuff. I mean, it's useful stuff.
That's okay. I'm more concerned about the horse right now than them looting.
Okay.
I turn around and I look and I mention to Ardo, don't you need bowstrings?
The bard does that.
I rest my case.
Uh,
I'm
From
good. I got
there, I grab all the useful bloody axes and I put them in the cart.
So the hobgoblin is just running around, tearing bodies apart, grabbing stuff, throwing it in your cart.
I've never met a hobgoblin, so this could be perfectly normal procedure.
This is normal Saturday afternoon hobgoblin business.
Okay.
I don't see the problem.
Hobgoblin.
yeah, I'm gonna be
Your horse is doing wonderfully.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna look at the others and try and help anybody else I can, but honestly, I don't think I have any heals left for the day, so it'd just be like regular healing.
Or upon you.
My question, how is the horse fully healed or is it not fully healed or
Mm-mm.
Little
how
bloody.
how much?
Horse is having a bad day.
You know what? I stop my end in my loot and I walk over and I use one charge off my belt for the horse.
Hey, yay, sprinkles.
Boom.
What about
All right,
me?
roll it. Roll it.
What about you?
5. Is that what I see? A 5? No, that was your jump check. Roll your heel to your horse there.
I'm trying
What-
to remember.
You want me to roll? What am I rolling?
No, I'm having the hobgoblin roll.
Okay,
Is it
okay.
a healing belt that you did that with? I think
Yes.
it's 2d8.
Thank you. I was trying to find which word it was at.
Okay. See the hobgoblin walk by and just slap Sprinkles. Healing energy flies into Sprinkles, sealing up the injury on his head. Is it a he or a she? What is this?
Sprinkles? Sprinkles
It's
is...
a he, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a he. Yeah, sprinkles.
Okay. Sprinkles looks back pristine, except that one eye is still drooping.
How much does the gnoll have for health?
The gnoll is dead.
No,
Most of them are dead.
the gnome.
The gnome's doing better, but he's still got a lot of arrows stuck in him. Which
Well,
he's
I
kind of
can't-
looking at them like stickers. He doesn't really want to pull them.
Like
Band-Aids.
stickers.
I
I
can
love
help
these
him with the
things.
arrows.
Are they
I'm
scratches,
not gonna even
Steph?
attempt that.
I would probably wipe the tears from my eyes and give a smile and a nod to Vakaut.
I'm so happy the horse is fine. What about me?
I go over and I use the other 2 charges on Dermot.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Well, that's more like
Wait,
it.
are you? Yeah.
3d8.
Okay.
How much did you use?
11. You got 11 health back, and he's tapped out now.
And
Oh,
it is
much
all-
better.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Percy.
Who?
I
The
do
gnome.
believe the gnome, not Percival. He's referring to Percival.
I know I was being an ass.
Facetious.
Yeah.
Percival says if y'all want to scout out down that way, I'll keep a watch here. If you hear shots fired, please come back quickly.
I'm not going that way. I know what's not that way. Another pit.
Well, how did they get in here? There's another pit. Is there another entrance?
I don't know. Only thing I saw was 5 feet in the hole.
What's that lever do?
I'm standing over here.
There's a lever?
Who says it? No one saw a lever. Oh, wait, no. Ardo did call out.
What
That's
lever are you
right.
talking about?
One Ardo found.
Where?
He said, "Don't touch it."
Well, that's not happening.
Okay.
Did you point it to me?
I don't know where it is.
Ardo, where's the lever?
Over here.
Now do you point
Don't
it to
touch
me?
it.
I go pull it.
Can't go pull it. I'm right here.
You can actually try to stop him?
Why not? Of course, it'll take him 3 more turns to get over here.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So it takes you a total of 18 seconds to walk over to Ardo. And what do you do when he gets there, Ardo?
Stop him.
How?
You like put your hands on him.
Pull out one of the arrows.
Grapple
Swatting away at his hands. Stop it! Stop it!
How tall off is the lever? Is just like the gnome have to like try to jump? Pull it.
The gnome have to
The
jump.
dwarf wants it. The gnome has nothing to do with it. And the dwarf can get to it fine. It's a little up for Ardo. It was definitely made with a medium creature in mind. So that's your attempted strength roll, I guess, to stop the dwarf.
I'm not letting him grab
Yeah.
me. I'm evading.
A grapple check.
Roll your opposed, then, Mr. Dwarf, to make sure you evade him.
I was going to see if I want to dexterously or just overpower you. What would that be? Acrobats? No.
Would it be strength? What would it be?
Dexterously would be like an escape artist or a dex check if you don't have that. Overpowering him, just flat out strength. And,
Okay. I'm the same either way. It's a +3 on either one. So we'll say that I'm just attempting to like kind of just as he comes to grab me, I skirt to the one side out of his way. Oops. Actually, he comes for me, and I just put one hand on his head and just face him into the ground and go jump over top of
Stiff
him.
arm. Stiff arm. Beast mode.
No, that was dexterous, so I didn't like hurt him or with any force. It was just kind of like I just directed his momentum and just went around him.
Yep. So you walk over and then you pull the lever. So Ardo, you get out from the ground and you
And
feel
run.
the slight rumbling in the cavern.
I am running towards the exit.
Uh,
Wait. Before, is the tornado still outside?
Yes. Please run towards the exit.
run right here.
I'll see you guys later. Ah!
I meant to do this.
As
Oh,
you
yeah.
see
regret nothing.
Tornado.
some particularly cunning stonework at play, a slab slides out from the wall and covers the pit.
Well,
How convenient.
I knew it
Damn,
would
I
do
wish
that.
I saw that to begin with.
I'm sure you did, my wee friend.
I'm gonna go over and investigate what's going on over there with that whole rumbling situation.
All your horses bleeding out.
There's not much I can do now.
You see the pit is missing. Unfortunately, the hobgoblin had managed to get out before someone pulled the lever.
I'm guessing the dwarf is over here too on the board.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dwarf? Yeah, he would be.
I moved him.
What now?
Perhaps we should keep our eyes peeled for some more levers.
Levers, I say.
I pull it again.
Nothing happens.
So we're not standing on it.
What did I pull it down and like it went back up? Like the first time?
You pulled it out.
So I push it back up.
You push it back in.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
It's like a pull out and push in lever, not a up and down lever.
What?
It seems that this was a one-time.
Oh, it's a good thing it went down there, isn't it?
I know. Or I'd be
It's a
start
one-time
screaming for-
entombing device.
I'd like to like examine, like, because this is stonework and we're kind of in a dungeon type situation, just kind of get my feel of like this particular craftsmanship, so I could possibly spot other devices similar later on.
Getting up to it and looking at it, you feel the sudden hint of betrayal. This is dwarvish work.
I was gonna say that doesn't look like.
Do I get a sense of how
No.
old it is?
It's not very old at all. Perhaps a few years tops.
Okay. I'll tell the party, like, this is made by dwarves. What in
And
earth
you
would
shouldn't
dwarves
have
be
I just
working
raised an
with?
eyebrow.
Why on earth would my kin be working with those filthy mongrels in this pit?
I'm not
Apparently
gonna
they
answer
learned to
that
teach
rhetorical
them how
question.
to do advanced combat tactics too.
I look at the dwarf and I ask him, "Is that your guys' normal kind of battle tactics?"
No, now that you think about it, or I think about it, not so much. There wasn't nearly enough axes to the face involved.
But there were lots of axes.
I'd like to try to examine one of those axes I put on the cart.
I'll follow with him.
You notice that the work is shoddy, not what you would expect from Dwarven Smith.
If this is truly from a dwarf, he better shave his beard and call himself a gnome, because this is shat. No offense.
How can that not be an offense?
The gnome just looks at you, then looks away.
Well, shall we press on?
I was gonna say we should move on. That family is still in danger.
Okay.
I don't know nothing.
I'm keeping watch down the other corridor at the moment and listening.
How big are these axes?
They are battle axe.
There's battle axes where now? In the
Dwarven
wagon?
battle axe style, or like thrown axes, or what are we talking about?
No, like a dwarven battle axe size, but definitely not dwarven.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple of them.
I was gonna say, aren't dwarven war axes like one-handed weapons?
Only if you're a dwarf.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple of them, and then
Okay.
I'm going to hand Vakaut that pole I grabbed.
Wait, say that again?
The pole.
Hmm?
You grab a lot of pulls?
I hand him my 4-foot walking stick,
Let's take a poll.
Okay.
Way of saying it?
and
will
then
take it.
as I hand it to him, like I do that thing where you flick your
Wink.
wrist and
Yeah.
it goes to 10 feet.
Yeah.
I just put my head up and down. I take it,
Sorry.
and I try flicking it once, and does it extend?
Maybe if you flick it a few more times.
It's all in the wrist.
Let me show you how to do it. It's all in the wrist. You gotta know how to treat your pole.
Maybe you guys need a rag. You should clean it off a little.
You shut your mouth.
After a couple more tries and some dwarven aid, you get the pole extended.
Just get some oil.
The little blue pill has nothing on this.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
See an
Moving-
alchemist and drink a
moving
blue
on.
potion.
Moving on.
Mhm.
Oh.
I thank the dwarf for the extending pole.
Check the ground before you walk.
Will do. You see me go to the other side.
Oh.
Okay.
I extend it out. I
Mhm.
start tapping down the floor as I'm walking.
So you're actually okay. Let me reveal some area here.
And I'm still playing over there.
Still playing.
Yeah, wasn't I still playing my competence song?
Oh yeah, it is pretty, but you have to inspire competence in one person for one thing. If I remember. correctly.
Okay.
Are there any lyrics for your competence song?
Well, there are, but we're not going to get into that right now.
Okay. Smart, 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 smart. You're really good. Good.
There's what you're able to see from where you're at.
Well, considering how much I give you, it's probably more that give a little bit.
Give a little bit.
Have y'all decided on which way you're going yet, or are you just letting the hobgoblin wander off down a hall again? Or
I would follow behind him. Actually, I'd probably go right beside him. And what I'd like to do is once we kind of get over like the area I believe to be where the trap, like the roof, the lid to the trap was, I'm taking one of those dwarven axes and I'm just pitching it down the hall as hard as far as I can throw it.
I'll walk with them. I'll put away my loot and stop playing so we don't, announce our presence.
Like the axe clattering and shattering and banging and,
And
everything else.
I don't think you have to worry. If anything didn't know we were here, they do now.
Yep, probably a pretty good assumption.
Well, you're also ruining my song.
Give a little tap 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 tap. Give a little tap tap tap.
I don't know. I think it made it a little better.
So I will continue on tapping away every single foot until I get to about here, and then I'm stopping.
And he didn't go down the one with the pit, by the way. Dermot, he went the other direction.
Okay, then that's where I'm going.
And
Sorry,
the
I
gnome's gonna.
I thought you said he
The
went
gnome
back
will
to the other
stay
side.
over
Cool.
on the side with the pit trap and watch it like a hawk. That's why I was saying if y'all hear shots, come running.
Is the party splitting up again?
I'm following
course.
Vakaut 5 feet
If you're not
behind.
coming with us, yeah.
No, I was. Yeah, that's what I'm making sure here. Okay. No, yeah, I would have
I'll
went with
whistle
them.
back. Andara, are
I
you
would no, I
coming?
would have went with them. No, yeah, I lead from the back. Wait, wrong campaign.
How about you, Ardo?
I'll follow along with this.
You'll follow along with this. Suddenly, you see Ardo teleport ahead of you.
I look over to the dwarf and I say, I have an idea.
Think about it.
We have a teleporting gnome.
What's your idea?
Well, why don't we put the rogue who can detect traps on the end of this stick, and we'll tie him with a rope, and we'll have him out 10 foot in front of us. As he's
I get
dangling
like a
above the
big
air.
grin on my head and like make eye contact with Ardo. He's like, "Oh, that sounds like an idea, don't you think, Ardo?"
If Ardo goes to run, I grab his shoulder.
Did Ardo react to that?
Yeah. Okay. You'll have to actually actively look for him because he's trying to hide from you now. He ran for it.
Oh, I'm just kidding. We'll make it the 4-foot pole.
So,
Well, I will-
Mr. Bard, did you still want to try to grab him
Oh,
before
yeah,
he
sure.
disappears?
Why not?
Make a roll.
The search check to grab him?
No, you have to roll as he's getting away, just to see what happens here.
What kind of roll? Dex
A
check?
just dex check.
Okay.
No. Okay, so you grabbed at him, and it looked to you like he went up your sleeve.
If
You're
that's
not
the
sure
case,
where he actually went, but he's gone.
Swoosh.
Up your sleeve. What the?
Ah! Ah!
Start taking off your shirt.
Did you
Hey,
find
actually-
a spider back there?
actually, I would like to, before we do this whole thing. Oh, where is it at? I would like to.
Oh. Clang.
You hear a belch from behind you.
I hear is fuck.
Jam beans.
You can't see him, but something's rolling around and kicking up dirt. What are you doing, Vakaut? Spread it out before it's too late.
I would like to instill bravery in our little gnome.
Oh, the gnome's back there.
Who are you calling
our-
that out? I'm a
Yeah.
halfling.
I'm starting to wonder about this one.
I'm starting to wonder about this drinking ring.
Vakaut, that's a halfling. You
They're
can
not
tell by the
far
feet.
around from here, so I would like to instill with bravery in our little halfling.
You're going to distill the halfling?
No, bravery in him.
You heard him.
I can't believe you guys are going to be contemplating a wish with this DM.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
You distilled the
that.
halfling.
I search for traps.
Hold on, before we do that,
You're being distilled currently.
Oh,
I'd still like to put him on the end of that pole after asking Ardo if he would
No.
be okay with that.
no, I'm okay. Thanks. Anyway,
But if we find something, I have a chance to pull you back.
no, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay.
Get off me!
Is this conversation going on? Do I hear this conversation happening?
Yes.
Mhm.
I say we could just use a rope.
Why do we have
Just-
to tie him up?
Just
No,
keep
okay.
tapping the stick and let's go.
Okay. I keep tapping. Tapping along.
Tapping.
Tap
He
it,
seems
tap it,
willing.
tap it.
We don't have to tie him up.
You can tap with the stick. Okay.
I just shake my
Fine
head.
with that. I'll stay back here.
tap. I just keep tapping along. Do I find
Yep.
anything?
Not yet.
Once we
Just to
reach
make
the
sure.
distance that I think
Pole
going
is
with
at
him.
10 foot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm tapping out here.
No, 10 foot.
There.
Right.
Okay. I'm still tapping. And I'm going
Yeah.
from left to right along the whole span of the passage.
once we
Right.
reach the distance where I think the last axe went, I would throw the other one.
Okay.
Okay.
So now that we've arrived here, what do I see down this hallway and this hallway?
So which way did you throw the axe, Dermot?
I think I would have shot it down what appears to be the main hallway, so to the east side.
Okay. To the east side.
But what?
Okay. It flies for a distance. Lands with really no effect that you can see.
I'm like cradling my ear, my right ear, and like moving my jaw around like something's wrong with my ear.
Yes.
Every once in a while, you're
Because
just like,
it
what?
is.
So at this point, have we encountered anything or seen anything or tripped
Then
anything?
you tap, 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 tap. You feel one of the things slide in a little bit where you tapped.
Which one?
One of the tiles, probably from where you were at, it was this one. You hear a
I-
rumbling from behind you as you look to see a 20-yard boulder rolling down the tunnel.
What's the size of the boulder compared to the west tunnel?
No, I'm just messing with you.
I was gonna say, is there a man with a whip and a hat in front of it running away?
Yeah, our gnome.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good. You have not found anything. I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
So far, it's an innocent tunnel.
We get to here on this crossroads, and I ask everyone, do they want to go left or right?
How about both?
What do we see down each of the tunnels? Anything of a note?
Looking down the main tunnel, you see several like piles of looks like furs and straw and like bedding, basically,
Mhm.
like a nest of some kind.
Down
Down the
which
other
side?
side, you see really just natural stone till that. This is where you see all the bedding material down this way.
Okay.
It seems to you can actually kind of make out the side of a central fire pit of some sort. It looks like, but why anyone would set a fire in a cave, you have no idea. Down the other side, you can't see anything yet.
Why would anyone set a fire in a cave?
I don't know. It sounds
Don't
like a
know.
crazy idea.
So I take it we're all going down the main, down the right.
Yup. There's the dungeoneering check, which I got nothing out of.
Right. I could have told you that.
Well, that appears to be the bids down there for the gnolls we just killed. How don't we check out the west side?
Okay. So I start tapping along.
Did I find the axe from the first time I shot it?
Yes, you did pass by it.
When I
Did you
grabbed
pick it
it.
up?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you all start heading down.
I'm actually
How
gonna
wide is this?
pitch
How
it
wide is
down
this?
this one
this-
too.
Maybe Ardo should quietly check the bedding area.
Let's sneak together.
All right.
I
continue
don't
to
want
follow
to be down there.
Var.
I'll pitch like the axe to like once I get to a point where I think I can hurl the axe where it's going to get into that what appears to be an opening down there. That's what I do.
All right. Let's see. Let's test your dwarven strength. You got to hurl that axe 125 feet from here.
Yeah.
Chunk it. Strength roll. Range increment. And suddenly, out of nowhere, Ardo just. Poof.
Oh, I'm lagging. Did that go through? There we go.
The axe lands about here. Everyone, you turn around to see, and yes, everyone did see.
Give me the stick. I reach back
I-
to.
I hand him the stick.
Okay.
I fall behind him.
I will
also
follow
like to-
behind Vakaut
I'd also like to
by 5 feet.
draw my sword.
I tappy until we reach where the sword is or where the axe is.
Okay. Tap along. You get to where the axe is.
Hurl it
Following
again.
Vakaut.
Did I ask the dwarf? Never mind. As I watch it sail.
It lands in the room with a clank, and you don't hear anything. Just the echo of the clank.
Now, what did I hear it hit? And I'm gonna roll for my listen
Stone.
check as this happens.
You would know it's stone.
Do I know anything else?
Natural unworked stone. Due to your dwarven heritage of stones. There might have been some moss on this stone.
Okay.
Perhaps it had been in this cave a while.
Weren't you a geologist? Don't you know all about the stone's makeup? And
I'm a
stuff?
little concerned that moss is growing where there's no sun, or is there sun?
You don't know. You
I
haven't
do.
gone in there yet.
Okay.
It's magic.
Are
moss.
we seeing anything more of this cave at this point?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna motion back to the party. Like, I think I'm about to do the shh, and then I realize how loud we've been, and I'm like, oh fuck it.
Is the chamber up ahead dark?
I say what?
It seems that is light coming from the chamber.
Does it seem natural, or does
Jim?
it seem
It seems
from,
natural.
from fire?
Natural light.
I'm attempting to put myself up against the wall and be like hidden to whoever's in that room and quiet.
Oh,
You see me listening intently, and I'm like, does anyone else hear that ringing?
I'm still following 5 feet behind.
Where did Ardo's token go?
okay. So you get up. You're just creeping along the edge.
Yeah. Gingerly stepping with my feet as I go, make sure there's no traps.
We find Ardo in the chamber.
That's awesome.
This is mostly natural. There is a fire pit in this one. This one has been used because there is a natural chimney in here. Don't think it's wide enough for someone to get up, but you can see light coming out of it. Ardo seemed to have found something shiny in the back wall and is prying it loose.
Do I see anything else in here?
No,
You said this appears to be natural. Like, is it a natural?
it looks like
chamber?
so, from what you can tell, this whole place is still natural, mostly unworked.
What do I see?
They just used it occasionally.
Do I spot any like kind of contraption near where he's pulling the shiny thing out of the wall?
Nope. He seems to have actually found something.
What do
Does
you
it
got
act-
there, Ardo? I motion back for Kel.
You managed to get it loose, Ardo.
What do you need?
Whoa. If you're gonna run into
It's-
trouble, you should be near us.
The size of this gemstone means it must be quite valuable, even though it's not currently cut. I mean, it's natural. Should definitely keep a hold of that.
There's wolves in the cave.
Do you hear that?
Must have
Do you want to address them with your ill-gotten goods?
I guess. I don't know what it is.
We
Look
should
what I
head the other
found.
direction, I say.
It must be worth something.
Come now, let's head the other direction.
Add large raw gemstone to your inventory.
So we didn't see anything down in this hall other than that he
Mm-mm.
found.
That was it.
Hold
Okay.
on. You said that this fire pit had a chimney on top.
Yes, natural chimney.
How deep is it?
How deep
Or
is
when I
what,
turn
the
around and
pit?
start trying to look up the chimney, do I see anything?
It goes up for ages. It's far up there.
Do I feel a draft of wind coming from it?
You can see daylight through it, right, Sragg?
Yes, barely.
Yeah, the storm's cleared.
All the questions. I head back up to the other one.
Okay. Well, let's take a break right there. We will come back in a few minutes on Twitch, YouTube. Don't forget to check, like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that fun stuff. And we will see you guys in a bit. Thanks for watching.
Be right back, Twitches.